Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. So I'm just gonna give you a quick update regarding Bitcoin. I want to show you guys what has happened so far and what I'm waiting to see happen. So first of all, we can see that Bitcoin did try to break the 31,000 resistance, from this candle here on Friday, June 23. Bitcoin actually went all the way to 31,200 and then it closed above that. And this was a false breakout because the price ended up dumping right back down. Okay, and this is something that I told you guys might happen. Either one, Bitcoin creates a false breakout around the 31,000 resistance and then dumps back down, or it creates a real breakout and continues moving towards 33,000. But what we saw happen is that Bitcoin created a false breakout and then it ended up dumping right back down to it went all the way down to 29,900. But I want to talk about what happened before Bitcoin got to that point. So you can see here I have a purple trend line here. Okay, so this is a trend line that I drew once I noticed that Bitcoin was forming higher highs and higher lows. So I just connected those two or three lows together and it gave me this upward trend line. And now you can see here Bitcoin ended up breaking this trend line right on this bearish candle here. Okay, by the way, I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame. So yeah, Bitcoin broke this upward trend line, and since it did that, now this trend line is resistance. Okay, now when Bitcoin broke that trend line, this is a bearish. Okay, it's a bearish signal. So I went ahead and placed a short, and my first price target is around this first horizontal support here. This is like a major support, so between 29,700 and 29,900. That was where my first target was. So when I entered a short right here around where was it? I entered a short around 30,500. And then yeah, you can see Bitcoin actually did go all the way down to 29,900. But before it did that, it actually pumped back up towards 31,000 one more time. And what happened when it did that, you see here it got a massive rejection, and that's because of course this upward trend line here is now acting as resistance since Bitcoin broke out of it, right? So I didn't get out of the trade when I saw that Bitcoin pumped back above my entry, right? My entry was 30,500, but Bitcoin went all the way up there. So I didn't get out just because I know that might act as resistance, and it did exactly that. And then yeah, Bitcoin went all the way down to 29,900, and then it found massive support there, which is something I expected. Okay, and now since it found support there, it was able to now bounce back up to 30,997. Okay, it almost got to 31,000, but it didn't. So as of right now, the major resistance that Bitcoin has, okay, right now is between 30,700 and 31,000 basically. So what I'm doing is, my second price target for this upward trend line is actually right below this here at the bottom where the trend line started, which is sitting around the price of 28,900. So this is where I expect Bitcoin to come to next. Okay, but yeah, for Bitcoin to do that, it needs to obviously break this horizontal support here of 29,700. Okay, it has to break it to go down. But if it continues to just keep finding support here, then yeah, we'll see. I will keep you guys updated. But as for right now, I am in a short, and yeah, I'm gonna see if Bitcoin will get down to 28,900. and then yeah, and then get out of that trade. And then the stop loss is of course between 20, the stop loss is actually, sorry, it's at 30,900. okay, that's where the stop loss is. Okay, anyways, yeah, a lot of things are happening. One more thing I want to point out here is there's also this in blue here. You notice this blue line, blue trend line. Yeah, so that is also another thing that I was able to draw on the chart here. Okay, it's a downward trend line. So Bitcoin started forming this here. It was forming lower highs and lower lows. So I connected those lower highs and it gave me this downward trend line. And then you can see here, just not too long ago, Bitcoin actually ended up breaking out of that downward trend line. Okay, now this, seeing this would have made me want to get out of my short trade, but I still didn't, just because the price didn't close above my stop loss. So I still maintained that trade, but if the price actually ended up closing above 30,700, then I would have gotten out of my trade. But since that has not happened, I'm still going to remain in my trade. So this downward trend line is starting to look like the breakout of this downward trend line is starting to look like a false breakout, just because the price is actually coming back down. We're getting so many bearish candles here on the 4-hour time frame, which is not good. So I think this is actually going to end up reversing back down to 29,900 once more, and then we'll see if the price is going to be able to hold that 29,900 support. If we hold it, then we might bounce back up, but if we don't, then we are heading down to 28,900. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to keep it short, but I went over my time limit. But yeah, have a great day, guys.